have to go out there and talk about the rates that we're doing. We're doing 4 million. We're doing 5 million. So we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah,
3 million was great.
That's fair.
No, boxing rates. I think you guys rate. I'm not
Okay,
denying that. I'm just saying.
You guys are not going to take nothing away from us.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. We have you on, and we're happy to have you on, and we're happy to talk Tank Davis.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know I'm going to stay in my lane. I ain't going to with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me.
Recently, ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith and boxing legend Floyd Mayweather had a public disagreement. Smith claimed that Mayweather was having money problems because of his lavish spending and poor financial decisions. Mayweather disagreed, saying he's still financially strong thanks to his investments and business deals.
Smith, the outspoken ESPN analyst known for his sharp takes and high-volume commentary, is making headlines once again, this time for comments directed at Floyd Money Mayweather. Put some respect on the money. In a recent segment, Stephen A. raised eyebrows when he claimed that Mayweather may not be as financially stable as he claims to be. According to Smith, there's a reason to believe that the former champion is either in financial trouble or heading straight towards it.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
The controversy started when Stephen A. Smith, during a segment on ESPN, claimed he had proof that Floyd Mayweather was losing his fortune. He said Mayweather had lost around $42 million because of overspending and bad investments. Smith said Floyd Mayweather had it all. Now he's losing it all because he couldn't control his ego. He pointed to Mayweather's history of buying expensive cars, luxury homes, and gambling big money. Smith argued that these habits, along with poor business choices, had seriously hurt Mayweather's wealth.
Here's the reason why. He's retired, number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money. He got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to do. That's entirely different than a 25-year-old on the come up, knocking people out, okay?
In response to rumors that he's going bankrupt, Floyd Mayweather denied the claims by pointing to a big real estate deal. He said he spent $42 million on more than 60 buildings in New York City, including over 1,000 affordable housing units in Upper Manhattan. This was part of a larger $10 billion urban renewal project. But just over a month after his announcement, Business Insider reported that there's no evidence such a deal happened. Mayweather also posted a video on Instagram saying he bought 6 apartment buildings and owns them outright, with no partners. However, Business Insider said that's not true. The ownership hasn't changed, and the buildings aren't his. Now, many people are wondering why Mayweather would make such a bold and possibly false claim about his finances.
Ever. All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I'm bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
Mayweather says his interest in affordable housing comes from his tough childhood, which motivates him to help families in need. His real estate company, Vita Properties, has helped him connect with major players in the industry. He claims to have investments in big buildings like the AON Center and the Old Post Office in Chicago. However, people are starting to question how true these claims are. Property records don't show any change in ownership for the New York buildings he mentioned. Experts believe he may have only bought a small share, with the option to buy more later, instead of owning everything outright. Vita Properties hasn't confirmed any details, which raises more doubts about Mayweather's statements.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Mayweather says his investment strategy has changed. He's moved away from spending on luxury items and is now focused on buying assets that make money over time. He highlighted this by saying, "Money don't make me. I make money. And without money, I'll be the same person." This shows his goal of building long-term wealth and helping communities. The properties he invested in get benefits like Article 20 and tax breaks, which encourage affordable housing and can last up to 40 years. This helps keep rents low for a long time. Mayweather's passion for affordable housing comes from his own childhood, when he lived in a small one-bedroom apartment in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That experience drives him to help others find affordable homes.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different.
Floyd Mayweather was first known for his exciting fighting style, but later became more focused on defense, protecting his undefeated record and building wealth. He even took on the nickname Money to show his focus on making money. Joe Rogan, a well-known UFC commentator and podcast host, has talked about Mayweather's career and spending habits. On the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan said that Mayweather's flashy lifestyle might be why he still does exhibition fights. He commented, "He spends so much money. If he's planning for the future, He's got to keep the money coming in if he wants to keep spending like that.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit and he's like, look at my $1 million watch. Look at my jet. Look at my house. Look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed. Like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you. When I show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.